Senior citizens can provide invaluable wisdom, dependability, and unconditional love that can help frame the future of younger generations. However, as they age, their psychological, physical strength, and behavioral patterns change, which results in them requiring more help and care. The Health Ministry is establishing an elderly affairs unit in the department through the development of a national policy on elderly affairs.
This policy is expected to provide a framework that would allow for the ministry to identify the issues and concerns that are being experienced by elderly persons within the society, and to provide a backdrop in terms of the policy environment that will allow us to implement specific activities that will alleviate some of the issues felt by elderly persons and allow them to be a more productive segment of our population and to continue to enjoy a comfortable way of life.
Unlike the 80s, it appears that the talk of the ever-present single mother with children in St. Lucia is a myth. The Central Statistical Office is concerned that with more women choosing not to have children, this could accelerate the trend towards an aging population. Health Minister Moses Gov'T also noted the uptick in senior citizens accessing health services.
Internationally, the United Nations has predicted that by 2050, 20% of the world's population will be defined as being in the category of older persons, meaning people over the age of 60 years. In St. Lucia, we also recognize that our population is an aging population. What does this mean for government? It means that the issues relating to the health of older people will become even more prominent. We have already recognized that our older folk in St. Lucia are accessing our health facilities even more, and therefore we need to focus on the health needs of older people in St. Lucia a little more.
The government is receiving assistance from consultant Dr. Zeister Edmund. St. Lucia is currently guided by the UN Decade of Healthy Aging 2020 to 2030. Dr. Edmund noted the need for society to view aging as a process.
The changes that have happened with respect to the new policy environment came about as a result of lessons learned. And two of the main lessons that were learned is, one, as the minister indicated, there is need for us to put our elderly people first and ensure that we are building and strengthening communities that will care for older persons. Secondly, there is the need for us to focus on aging as a process, because from the time we are born, we are aging, and therefore plans have to be made and systems have to be in place to care for our older persons.
An aging population is one where people aged 65 years and older account for 7% of the population. St. Lucia's rate stands at 9.5%. This could mean increased pressure on social services, the NIC, as well as the nature of the labor force. The National Policy on Elderly Affairs will ensure healthy aging and that older persons live in dignity with security and free from exploitation. Gina Filippi, HTS News Force.